everyone, this is Emily, the Prairie Home Stitcher, and this is my Flosstube channel. This is part 2 of a 2-part series of going through my whips and my stash. I have not had a good stitchy mojo for about over a month due to being sick, and so I thought it would be fun to go through my stash and my whips to try to get that fire back and see what I have. So last video was my whips, which we went through, and I kind of made some decisions on what I'm going to be working on and trying to finish up. If you hear little munching sounds, it's my kitten behind me. She's eating, so just ignore that. This video is going to be my stash of what I have. And most of what I have are either just patterns or partially kitted stuff that I need to figure out, kind of decide what I want to invest my limited funds in this year for stitching. So we're going to go through everything. I'm hoping that after doing these 2 videos, I will have had plenty of time to get more stitching done so that I can get back to regular floss tubes. So this is kind of my way to just get back into the routine and habit of filming floss tubes every 2 weeks. So with that being said, let's get to it. I have everything on my table organized, sort of. I've already gone through my basket, so this is my basket of cross-stitch stuff. On the top is my whips that I have already finished going through, and the stuff below it is just a bunch of random kits, patterns that I know I'm not going to do. There's a few dimensions kits that I know I'm not going to do. So I'm thinking here, I'll pick a video, I'll pick a time, and I'm going to definitely do a giveaway. I need to figure out the logistics on how to do it. I need to figure out kind of get an idea of what the cost of that's going to be, but I do have quite a few things that I am willing to part with. I've got 2 dimensions kits, I've got a full coverage pattern, I've got, hold on. What are you doing? I've got this is Penny. This is the kitty cat. If you were a part of my Facebook group, which we have a Facebook group, the Prairie Home Stitcher Facebook group, there are free patterns in that group. You should join. Free patterns. I share a little more about what's going on kind of in real time in my life and share some pictures and stuff. And if you want updates on what's going on, that's the place to go. So this is Penny. She showed up at our farm, homestead, I don't know what you want to call it. We live on 5 acres in the country. She showed up right before one of the first like ice storms, like a month and a half ago or something like that, right before Christmas. And she was hiding out in our shop trying to get away from the cold. Oh my gosh. No, she's not trying to escape. She does this. She just wants, I know. So she showed up, and all I had to do was like kind of talk to her very sweetly, and she came right to me and she crawled up in my lap. And ever since then, you ready to go? Go, go. Bye-bye. Thank you. Ow! Ah! What are you doing? Okay, we're not doing that. Ever since then, she's just been on me like glue. You can hear her. I don't know if you can hear her purring, but man, here. Yeah, I call it her Prairie motor. Her Prairie's going. But yeah, she's been my kitty. So I think God sent her right when I needed her, but she's a very sweet thing. I still need to go get her spayed though, but dang, that's expensive. So yes, this is Penny. All right, let's get back to what we were doing. You were distracting me, my little girl. You can't be here. How about you go? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, you cannot be here right now. Okay, sorry. Christmas. We're going to start with Christmas. And there goes my dog barking. Wow, this is why it's hard to get anything done. So, thank goodness for the husband being home today, and he went and got the kids from school. And now Penny's eating some more. Okay. Well, we're just going to have to cope through it. I apologize. Here's my first Christmas pattern. This is called The Gift of Peace by Lavender and Lace. This was given to me by a sweet elderly lady in Canada a long time ago. I have not done it, obviously. I would like to do it. So this is, I realized that the fabric, so there was like that fabric mayhem from that needlework store I told you guys about on a different video where they cut it really bad. Here is an example of how badly they cut it. Look at that. And they cut it that inch. I needed that inch for the project I was going to use it for. And I couldn't use it for it anymore. So I did turn, it does seem like that would actually work really good. These two. So I have that together. I don't have the floss for it. And I don't think I'm going to do it this year because I'm just not in the Christmas mood. Like I was saying in my last video, I was so sick this Christmas. I'm just kind of just done. I love Christmas, but man, I'm done. This other Christmas one I have is Threadworks Primitive Beggar's Christmas. I have the Valentine's one that I'm working on. It is in my whips. I do have it, and I did say in my last video that if I get the feeling of wanting to do something Valentine's Day-ish, that I would go ahead and pull that one out. So I want to do the Christmas one. So I'll probably start that one. Sometimes I get the, oh, Junie, I need to pause. I'm sorry. Okay, she's going to eat and she's going to make her crunchy sounds. It's just going to be what it is. So I have the Threadworks Primitives Valentine's. So because I swear, the chaos in this house of having animals. Tilly, my daughter's cat, is trying to get on the table. Of all of the times. I've got all 5 in this room. Okay. My next Christmas one I have is the Prairie Schooler Christmas Eve, which I have shown this before and I absolutely adore it. I did not get to stitching this Christmas due to being sick and all of the other chaotic insanity that happened over the last 2 months. Has been just a nightmare. So that's disappointing, but I do have it mostly kitted. I have a few of the this is what I had in my stash, and I have the linen for it. So, and it's just DMC, so I can get to that. The next thing that I didn't get to this year was the Christmas ornaments that I was gifted. I didn't even get to even thinking. You guys, you have no idea. It was so much of a disaster this Christmas. There was sickness and my son with the baby. It was just it was so bad. And then my in-laws coming. It was a lot. There was a lot. And I got so burnt out. And I'm trying to unburn out. So didn't get to that. Definitely want to do that. Sometimes I get the Christmas itch around June, July. If anybody's doing like a Christmas in July sort of thing for stitching, I will probably want to jump in on that, and I'll pull out some of these to start getting that going. So those are my Christmas ones. I have some fall ones. I do believe. So this was given to me by one of my subscribers. It's Jeanette Douglas, Fall into Autumn. I love it. It's a little intimidating to me because they have specialty stitches, and I've never done these specialty stitches before, but I feel like it would be good for me to do. I think it would be fun. There's a lot of specialty stitches in here. It would be fun, and I think it would be a good challenge to push my stitching skills. So I feel like this is one I would definitely want to do. I don't know about this year. It's one of those that if I feel like I want to challenge, then I would definitely go for it. So that's why I have it pulled out. So I have another one. I bought this at a quilt store, Prairie Point Fabrics in Lenexa. You're stealing food. That's his, not yours. No, rude. That's so rude. That's not nice. And you chunky as it is. Let the old man eat. My dog does that all the time. You would steal food. And it's not nice. At all. So it is Blackbird Designs October Harvest 3 stockings. And they're just so pretty. This just looks like, these would be fun little smalls to just, definitely I will probably do this because it looks like it's just cream, like off-white linen, or I could use like linen scraps for this. And I've never done the little stockings before with the template, so I feel like that would just be fun. Now the only thing is I definitely don't have the floss, and that's what gets me every time with these patterns, is that they're small, they're cute, but man, to even get, it'd be like 15-20 bucks just to get enough of the floss for one of the stockings. And I could do DMC, but then like you kind of lose some of that vintagey feeling that I like so much. And I could dye my own floss, but I also kind of want to build up a collection and a stash so that I don't have this problem in the future. But I absolutely love this maple leaf one so much. So I need to make a pile here of what I don't have a ton to take to the floss and needle, but I should make a pile of the things that I'm considering so that when I go I can kind of decide when I'm there. Alright, so we'll put that one in the floss and needle pile for when I go. So I'm going on the 25th, and I'm going to film, and I'm going to make a special video for that one. I'm excited. I already talked to them. I talked to them before Christmas because I was hoping to go before Christmas, but that didn't happen. But I already emailed them. I already kind of mentioned what I was hoping to do, and they were so kind and excited to let me film in their shop. So I'm going to do a little special video of our little trip to go to McPherson, and we're going to go to the wildlife reserve to see the bison and all that. And it'll be me, my kids, my mom, and my sister. So Nate can't go because he works on Saturdays, and the bison tour is only on Saturdays and Tuesdays. So unless he took a day off, and I really don't want him to have to do that either. Just because we've already been sick. I don't need him to use up any more of his time because we have other plans this year. All right, so that's that fall one. Oh, Feast of Friendship by Blackbird Designs. So I do love this one, and I've seen a lot of people do it. Olivia from Pumpkin Hollow Quilts has done this one, and it looked so gorgeous. I definitely want to do it, but I doubt, unless I'm doing like awesome with my stitching this year, I'm not going to do it. I've got 2 other large fall ones. So I've got Away We Ride and then A Token of Love that I still need to finish. So if I get there, we'll see. But it's definitely on my list of things that I want to do at some point, but not this year, probably. This was a gift from my husband. He found it at Half Price Books, which we have here in Kansas. And it's a store that's exactly as it sounds. It's half price books that are half off. And sometimes they have, not all the time, sometimes they have cross stitch charts and stuff. So he had found this Cinnamon Heart Needleworks Cranberry Village sampler, and it's really sweet looking. And the ironic thing about this is that, which he didn't know. So when my big project that I have been working on is this Name of Jesus by My Big Toe Designs. You obviously have to know if you've been following me at all. This is the big one that I am tackling. Now, this calls for cranberry. What is it? I don't remember who cranberry what. I don't know what brand it calls for. But it calls for, now I need to know because it's going to Gentle Arts Cranberry. I didn't like it for this. It didn't seem variegated enough, and I had gone with Country Redwood, which I liked a lot better. It was a little more brighter and it had more variegation. I'm not sure where it is. Oh, it's in I have a spot downstairs. So I had bought cranberry. I had bought, because I'm doing it 1/2 on 40 count. So I didn't need that many of the red because it's mostly brown with a little bit of red. So I had gotten the 3 Country Redwood and the 3 cranberry because I couldn't decide. And so when I got it, I liked the redwood better. So I have the 3 cranberry. And I feel like, I know it doesn't call for that in here. I believe it uses DMC, yeah. But most of it is cranberry and light cranberry in all of these reds. And so in order to not have to switch, I'm trying to look at the pattern. I'm trying to look here. Dots and... yeah, most of it is this cranberry color or tan. So I felt like it would be really cool to just do all of the berries instead of switching them up like it does at times. Just do all the berries in that variegation instead of just doing DMC. Because the letters are... I don't know. Yep. Anyway, I felt like it worked really good, so I would like to do this since my husband did find this and get this for me, and I think it's super duper cute. I would like to pull this out and work on it. And I bet I have stuff in my stash I could probably use up. I mean, it's quite big. It's not... Bogberry. Okay, ladies and gents, what is a bogberry? It says bogberry, cranberry, bitterberry, red huckleberry, and a bounceberry. I don't know. I know what a huckleberry is. I know what a cranberry is. The others I don't know. A bogberry, a bitterberry, and a bounceberry. So, yeah. I think I would like to do that this year. I might put that with the fall. I feel like that would be a good transitional one. All right, what else we got? I think it's all the fall. So these 2 are no's. They're gonna go in the bog, and all of these Christmas ones are no's. So they're gonna go in the bag, at least for now. All right, I got 2 more. Here's another Christmas one. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about this. So this is Heart in Hand Christmas Tiny Town. I love it. I've never done a drum like this before, but it needs some buttons and stuff. And if I recall, because of the shape need like a weird cut of fabric or something. So I have the Christmas Tiny Town and I have the Valentine's Tiny Town, and these were gifted to me by a subscriber. So I definitely want to do, oh, I didn't even notice. Look at that, that's a castle. That's so cute. I want to do, especially the Valentine's one. I really want to do these, but I'd have to kind of be, I need to buy a fabric that could work for both so that I can just cut too long and it would work and I wouldn't have a weird shape. So I won't worry about it yet. Put that in the box. Won't worry about those. All right. Now, I don't think any of these are seasonal. This is seasonal. Oh, yeah. Right. This one. Yeah, I love this pattern, but I just don't know how I'm ever going to get around to doing it or how I'm going to do it. It's a Plum Street Sampler Cinnamon Stars. And I think it's gorgeous and I absolutely adore the house, but the amount of floss that this takes is crazy. It's a lot, and I don't have a lot of it. So I just don't know, like we're talking $50 worth of flosses, probably, just for the floss. Just for the floss, not even the fabric. So this could easily go like $100 just to get the supplies for this, which sucks. Yeah, I want to do it someday. It is not this day. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, Blackbird Designs Strawberry Fields Forever. Now, my husband and I love the Beatles, so I couldn't help myself but to get this pattern when I saw it. And I know everybody's probably seen it around everywhere. It's lovely. It's amazing. I think I'd like to do this, but oh, it's not too bad. I don't know. I don't know about this one. This is definitely not a take to the floss and needle, but this is, I could feel wanting to do this in the summer. I feel like I'd want to do this. So let's set that one aside. That's a good one to set aside. This one I'm not going to do this year. I have better, bigger ones that I want to do. Not better, but more ones that I more want to do. The Scarlet House of Perfect World. I love the saying on this. So in a perfect world, you would find me here with the birds and the flowers and the dogs and the deer. So we've got Scarlet House of Perfect World. What grabbed me with Judy? What grabbed me with it for this pattern wasn't just the saying, but this like band right here of all this black, and it just looked so gorgeous. I love it. I love this one so much. And it looks amazing in the frame that they have. But I have other larger ones that I want to work on more. So that will go back into storage. However, that is definitely one that's on the, wasn't just an impulse buy. I really wanted to do it. What else do we have here? Let's go here. Sampler Cove Double Dutch. Now, this was given to me by a subscriber, and I like it a lot. This is done in Gloriana hand-dyed threads. I'm gift to stitching magazine. I'm not going to do this, but I want to show you. So sorry, I'm looking at it. It's super pretty. It's very different. It's very much, got some Quaker influence. It's so pretty. And I like the colors. The colors are different. It's one of those, I would not have probably picked this out myself, but because you can't look at it close up very well, but having it in my hands and actually looking at it in the pattern and looking through the pattern itself, it's kind of one of those like, okay, this is pretty cool. This could be fun. I feel like this would be a fun one to do. So definitely, it's giving like some Native American vibes. I think they said that the designer was from Thailand. But yeah, so now I'll put that one in the away. All right, let's go faster. It's already getting far in here. All right, Matter in Hand by Jeanette Douglas. This was also given to me by a subscriber, and I love it. So I'm guessing this is all different languages, and it's saying cross stitch. That's just so fun. Isn't that fun? Look at the floss. I love it. I love it, love it. I think it's great. It's awesome. A lot of flossies, but it's still really cute, and I definitely feel like I would want to do this one this year. I feel like I want to start it at some point. I love all of the little motifs in there. I just adoring it. The more you look at it, especially since if you cross stitch, the more you look at it, the more just, oh, look at the little hoop and its little details, and the little details in the spool, and look at the little DMC flossy, and all of it's just so cute. Just so cute. So, yeah, I want to do this one this year. I do want to start this. Ugh, but I don't know if I want to. I don't think I want to get the floss right now. I got a couple others here that I want to do. With Thy Needle and Thread, designs by Brenda Gervais, Keeper of the Pins. And I got this one to do. I want to do it, but I don't want to do it this year. So, because I feel like if I do the Keeper of the Pins, I'll want to do all of them. So we will wait on that. I also have My Big Toe Designs, Great is Thy Faithfulness. Now, I have had this on my wish list forever. I have all of the hymn ones. I would love to do all of My Big Toe Design hymn ones. Because my husband and I have been in church ministry for 17 years now. We're not actively serving in a church right now because of the baby and his health issues and all of those things that we're going through. I cannot be 100%. I need to be 100% there for my son. And if I'm 100% there for Ben right now and having to drive him to his appointments and getting him looked at, he has several specialists we have to take him to this next few weeks. I need to be 100% there for him, and I can't be if I am trying to serve in ministry and doing worship and stuff. I know that there are people who can do that, more power to you, but I just know for me, my head would not be in the right place, and I take leading worship and being involved in worship extremely seriously. It is a spiritual commitment that I just don't feel like I could give my all, and God deserves my all. So I feel like my ministry right now is to my children and to my son. So sorry for that tangent. However, because music is such a big thing in my life, I love these. So if anybody has stitched these, one, tag me on Instagram because I want to see. Two, if you're done with your pattern, I do have a P.O. box. Oh, I'm not going to start this until my Names of Jesus is done. And I am working on that because that one, I want to see Names of Jesus finished by the end of the year. And I said it. I can do it. I can. Even if it's almost done. I'm backpedaling. Almost done. Half done. A little bit done. No, I'm not going to start this until Names of Jesus is done because they are very similar patterns, and I feel the redundancy would drive me nuts. I like to do different types of things. So, but this is my favorite one of theirs is Jesus Paid It All, because that's my favorite hymn. So one of my favorite hymns, and I sing it to my kids. I like the newer version that people do in church where it's they have that extra chorus that is, oh, praise the one who paid my debt. What was it? And gave it, now I can't remember it. Praise the one who paid my debt and raised this life up from the dead. That's right. I love that little addition to the chorus. So, right. All right. I believe that is all of the just patterns. So let me just take a little break and I'll be right back. Okay. Now, those are all of the just the patterns, with maybe some of them had some stuff. Now we are moving on to, I have like 80% or at least over half of these kitted out. And these are the high priority. I want to start. I don't know about like finishing, but I really want to do these this year. So let's start with one of the ones that is 100% going with me to Floss and Needle is Hawthorne Hill Sampler by Rosewood Manor. I mean, it's gorgeous. Now it's totally different for me because I would have great trepidation stitching on dark fabric like that. I wouldn't normally like pick that, but it really is just lovely. Look at all of those details. I'm trying to get in so you can really see what I'm talking about here. Oh, especially down here. Look at the pretty little, oh, it's just very pretty. So this is Hawthorne Hill Sampler. Oh, and the colors, I mean, like, it's just so rich and pretty, and I love the bird. Oh, sorry, on the back it says artist statement. Sometimes I'm inspired by fabric color. Other times I'm inspired by floss colors I've tossed. Both came together for this piece. So here's on the back, there's a little stain, sorry. Some of the little extra motifs and things. It's just so pretty. So, this is going with me to the Floss and Needle because a wonderful subscriber gave me some of her fabric that she wasn't planning on using, or that she used some. So she's used a little bit, but this piece over here, this quarter, it's a little more than a quarter, fat quarter basically, because this was a half yard piece. Is that not perfect? It's a great brown. And it even has some pinky tones in there. And that green, and those greens, like, I feel like it was meant to be. So this is Coconut Shell by Bee Stitch Me and it's 36 count. So I'm thinking I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna cut my piece and zigzag over the edge here. Yeah, I'm gonna fold it in half. You can really see. See, it's got those pinks and browns. Yeah, it's coming out more green, and it's not. It's more yellow. It's really not. There we go. That's a little better. Look at all that. Isn't that pretty? All right. So that fabric is just too perfect for that piece, and since fabric tends to be kind of one of the bigger chunks of the cost, at least and harder for me to come by, and the fact that I have it, I am going to take this to the Floss and Needle, and I'm going to get the floss I need, because it's really not that many. See, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colors, but multiple skeins. However, this is stitched on 28 count, that's 36 count, so I can do 1/2, and that will half some of these. So I'd only need 3, 1, 3. I wouldn't need nearly as much. So this is going with me, and I'm gonna start. This is one of my big starts for this year. What I want to do is that Hawthorne Hill. So there's that. I've shown this one before. This is called the Prairie Life Sampler, which obviously want to do. It's inspired off from Little House on the Prairie. It's by Heartstring Samplery. And the artist is Beth Twist, who did this. And I absolutely adore it. And I have so many ideas on how to customize this to be more personal. I had bought fabric for this, but it's so slubby. And I just was so disappointed when I got it. It's just not going to work. So I need to find new fabric for it. I have all of the floss. I have all of the floss for it. I just don't have the fabric. So this is probably going to go with me to the floss and needle. Now, just because I'm taking it doesn't mean I'm necessarily getting everything, but it's one of those, like, if I take something and they don't have what I need, I have a backup. So, all right, the next one that's going with me to the floss and needle is The Savior's Praise by Shakespeare's Peddler, which I have gushed over this much. And this has been the long saga of, I need to get the fabric. It's really expensive. I haven't gotten the fabric, and I'm going to go get it. Part of it is that I want to actually see it, because this is a huge project and the fabric is going to be very, very expensive. This is 313 by 370 stitches. It is a beast. It is huge. So to get it, I'm probably going to have to get like a half yard. So yeah, I have been just holding off, but I want to do it really, really bad. So I'm going to take it, and I hope I can find something, because I just want like a nice neutral grayish or just a light beigey, very light beigey color. Nothing crazy, nothing to take away from it, but enough variation that it's not boring. So that's going to go with me. All right, next is, this is a project that I actually have fully kitted out. This is Silver Creek Samplers Liberty. Get it? T. I have this kitted out. I had started it at one point, but I had started it when I started it. I can't remember what I did. I don't know if I miscounted or used the wrong color or something, and I had to pull it all out, and I got really frustrated with myself. I used the wrong color, that's what I did. Which is silly because it's, I don't know. So this is the fabric that I have. I believe this is the called for, I think. Shortbread, yeah, pecan, yep. 30 count pecan shortbread is what this is, which is really cute. It's a really nice tan, and I have all the threads, so I just need to choose a time to do it. So probably this summer, when we start getting into like 4th of July and stuff, I think that would be fun. It's super cute. So put that in the basket. What do I have next? Next I have the Mill House, which this is a gift from my sister that she bought for me. And so this uses this needlepoint silk. Right, that's the problem that I was running into. I kept debating as to whether I should just go get the DMC and do it all in DMC, or hold out, because I have never used silk. And this actually calls for silk. And I actually have the called for linen, which is Legacy. So I could, 40 count Legacy, not 36, but I have the linen. So I was debating whether I should wait and invest in doing silk There's a lot of it though. Like there's a lot. Or just go do it in gray and get started on it because it's super fun looking. And I want to give it to my sister when I'm done. I want to give this as a gift since she bought it and she went and visited this place the mill house from Gone with the Wind. That's what this is based off of. She actually went there and I'd love to stitch it for her, and I'd like to put the date she went somewhere in there and give it to her as a gift. So that's why I was debating on whether I should do silks or I should just do DMC. And I'm kind of feeling like I should just do DMC. So, because to be honest, I'm not gonna get this. I'm never gonna get silks. So that doesn't need to go to the floss and needle, but I do want to start that this year. Let's see what else we have. Oh, this one. I didn't actually look at this one about whether I'm going to take it or not. So I've got the Songbirds Garden Series number 12 by Cottage Garden Samplings, Heart Full of Gratitude. Now, I had a subscriber when she sent like a box over, this linen was in it. And this is 40 count oyster mushroom by Fox and Rabbit. And it's like a pinky, like a very soft beigey pink, which would look really, really good. I think it is a suggested, this is because the original is Sanguine from Weeks Dye Works, and I do think that this is fairly extremely close to what that is. So and I have a really large piece of this. The generosity was just amazing. So I have a pretty, it's folded over. So plenty to do that. It does take quite a few flosses. So I probably won't take that one, but I do want to do this. Almost done. Here we go. So the next one that I have almost kitted out, I just need to get the DMCs, and I am going to start this one this year, is the Fabulous House Series number 2 by Cottage Garden Samplings, Castle. So I love this. I want to stitch it and put it up on my house because my house has these colors in it. I have the fabric. Now they didn't have, when I ordered from 123 Stitch, they did not have prehistoric in stock. And that's fine. They did have Oracle, which seems very close. Maybe it's a little more blue than the gray, but I thought it was just beautiful. It's such a pretty fabric. So it's Picture This plus Oracle 40 count is what this is, and it's very beautiful. So I feel like that would look really good. Make those blues pop out some more. And it only had two fancy flosses, which was Flatfish and Milady's Teal. So I feel like that looks really good. I just need to, and the rest are DMCs that I just need to pull. But this is gonna get, I'm gonna start this. So I just need to, I'm actually gonna leave this one out. I'm gonna put this in my, I will actually wait. I'm not gonna put it in my whips yet. I wanna finish at least one of them first. Otherwise I'll get distracted. So I also have the Fabulous House Series number 8 by Cottage Garden Samplings, The Lighthouse, because this was one of the other ones I liked. I liked that one. I liked the tree house. I liked the Hobbit hole. I didn't love all of them, but there was a few that I really did like. So this also uses prehistoric. I feel like they would look nice. Like I could swap them out for the seasons or whatever, but this one is just really bright and cute. And I loved the whale. So, yeah, I only have when I bought the pattern, it had one fancy floss that it needed called Cauldron right there. So, yeah, I don't have the fabric for it, but I'm not going to stitch this until I stitch this anyway. So, Those can go in the bag. Lastly, the very last one, sorry guys, the very last one I have that I have been trying to figure out what I'm going to do here with it is Stony Creek Collection Land of Enchantment, which I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby. It is there a big picture on the inside here? Sometimes in the middle of these they've got like a whole nother. Nope. I want to do her. So the issue with doing her has been she takes beads and I haven't been able to find the beads, and then the cry neck or the blend that says glisten gloss rainbow blending threads, and some of the specialty stuff in here I've not been able to find. And I don't know enough about these types of patterns to know how to not use them, work around or whatever. I did, however, dye my own Ada for this. So it's kind of got some blues and purples in there. So that's the original. It's just very blue. But I wanted mine to be a little more dark. The purple was kind of an accident, but I honestly think with the purpley pinks in the stitching that it really will look nice that way. And the purples are definitely popping more on the camera than they are in real life. But I do think it looks nice. So this is Ada I dyed. I really, 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 really want to start it, but I am struggling to find the specialty thread. So maybe I should take this with me to Floss and Needle and see if they have, and I can ask them about it and talk to somebody and see what they think, if like what I can use for the glisten gloss if they have the beads. So we'll take that with us. So that is the end of my crazy stash, going through my stash. I have my pile to take to the Floss and Needle on Saturday, so it's be this coming Saturday, and hopefully nothing happens that I can't go. I don't know about the weather. I know there's some crazy weather up and down and all around happening, and it's very possible that I won't make it just because of the weather. So it is what it is. But I have it on my calendar. We are planning to go. We may not be able to go. We'll see, because things happen. But that is all for me. Junie, I'm sorry for the chaos. I know it is wild, and I tend to worry that that's just going to make people like unsubscribe and leave, and because I'm just a little bit rattly and chaotic, and I hope not, but it's just who I am. So the people who are here will stay, and you all matter, and I'm so thankful for you, and I'm so thankful that I have this outlet to share something that I love so much with people, even though my dog is loud. Junie, please. Ugh. So I will see you all here in a couple weeks. I'll have, hopefully I've done the Floss and Needle. So this was filmed. This isn't coming out till after my Floss and Needle trip. So, because I filmed 2 of these back to back, part 1, part 2, and I'm not releasing them. I'm releasing them a couple weeks to give me some time. So I'm filming this one, what is today? The 21st. So I will see you all later. Hopefully future Emily has had plenty of time to stitch in the meantime and has a lot to show you. So I will catch you all. I don't have a devotional this time because this is kind of a different type of video with a different, this chaotic energy, but I will see you all later. God bless.